Ashley, what is up next?
All right, next up is Ricardo. Hey, John, hope you're doing great. Just saw Shazam at my local AMC Burbank 7 p.m. showing, and it was great because Zachary Levi surprised the audience by showing up. I've been seeing so much word of mouth going around. Could we see a bigger opening weekend than expected?
Well, first of all, I'm super frustrated because you were in this theater at the AMC Burbank 16 at the 7 p.m. Ashley and I were in the 4 p.m. screening in that exact same theater.
Yeah, what the hell?
Zachary Levi didn't show up for us. He didn't come in for us. But whatever, I'll get over that. That's fine. This movie, guys, I put up my review. I won't go into my full review here, but like just to say, this movie's wonderful. I had such a great time. It's just, sometimes, look, is it deep? No, it's not deep, but it's warm. It's heartfelt. It's very funny. It's enduringly entertaining. And, sometimes it's just great going to the movie theater and have a smile on your face the whole time. And one of the things I mentioned was the first 5 or 10 minutes made me nervous because the first 5 or 10 minutes of the film felt like mid-90s superhero movies, a little schlocky, a little cheesy. It's like, this doesn't feel like good filmmaking to me. But it immediately turned the corner. Once you get past that first 5 or 10 minutes for me, it immediately turned the corner. And there are a couple of scenes in the movie that they swung big and kind of missed. But those finite moments aside, this is a triumph of a movie that I think audiences are going to adore. Now, I said this before, Ashley, that when they came out with tracking, said this thing's going to come in at around 45 million opening weekend. I said it's going to be bigger than that.
Yeah.
How much bigger? I'm not sure, but it's going to be bigger than that. With the critic score that this thing is getting right now, and right now, as of this recording, Shazam is sitting at 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. The critics are loving this film. It's not just 93. As you go through the reviews, it's not just, oh, yeah, I liked it. Because that, if you had everybody saying, yeah, I liked it, that's nice. People are loving this film. Audiences who've seen it are buzzing about it. Not everybody. Not every movie is for everyone. Absolutely. But you're getting a lot of people who are loving this film, talking about this film. And when you put all of that together, you're going to get an opening weekend with the big critic scores, the big positive word of mouth coming from these advanced screenings. I think this thing's going to hit, and it's going to do much better than that $45 million opening. Now, I don't know that it's going to hit $100 million opening or anything like that. All I know is I feel pretty damn secure that this is going to be much bigger than just that 45 million opening because people are going to like it. People are going to talk about it. People are going to want to go back. I guarantee you, 90% of the people who went to go see these advanced screenings, they're coming back because actually one of my biggest frustrations coming out of this movie was like, I looked at Anne and I said, I'm just pissed off that I got to wait 2 weeks to go see it again.
I know. Yeah. I'll probably see it again too. Yeah. It's so funny. I was like, I actually laughed way more than I even thought I would. I didn't have a problem with the beginning. I actually liked it. The first little bit, I liked it more. Not that I should compare, but I liked the beginning of this movie way more than the beginning of Captain Marvel. I thought the first 30 minutes of Captain Marvel, I was struggling through with
the
like
first
the
act
dialogue.
was, yeah, the first act of Captain Marvel was a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't want to spoil anything. But the beginning of Shazam, like I thought the movie was so light and grounded and funny and entertaining, and then but also like it had some like tender and like darker, moments in it, and in the beginning, and then also throughout, like so. And I loved all the kids in it, and yeah, they were just so great, and he is so fun in it, and just like he nails this like wide-eyed kid thing. So
he does such a great job. And I knew the moment they cast Zachary Levi, because when you cast Zachary Levi, that means you're going for a certain tone. And I was so excited that they were going for that tone. And this just caught it. It just absolutely caught it. And they took advantage. And everybody, look, I'll say this too. Everybody knows how much I like Captain Marvel. I like that movie a hell of a lot. I think I like Shazam even a little bit more.
I like Shazam more.
I mean, and it's amazing to me that I could stand. I remember as we were walking up the stairs going into the AMC Burbank 16, like realizing I'm going in to watch Shazam. And in this theater right now is also, when we were coming out of the theater, we just came out of seeing Shazam. In this theater right now is also Captain Marvel. Oh my God. There are two really great, entertaining, wonderful comic book movies in here right now. One is already completely crushing it at the box office. One is going to overperform at the box office and do really well. It's just such a magnificent time. And if Captain Marvel keeps the legs that it has right now, and it can stay in theaters longer, then we're going to get to Avengers Endgame, where we're going to have, in an AMC Burbank 16 movie theater, you're going to have Captain Marvel, Shazam, Avengers Endgame, all is going to be in there at once. And, you know, it's a real big wake-up call to the state of comic book movies right now. The state of comic book movies is very, very strong right now. Not just because they're blowing it up at the box office, but because now they're cranking out a lot of quality movies. DC is now finding its rhythm. DC has now found their identity. With Shazam, I believe Warner Brothers and their DC properties have now really solidified what the new DNA of a DC movie is. And it's entertaining, and people are going to enjoy it and like it. So now you have Marvel's cranking out movies that people are loving. Now DC, at least they're on a little bit of a roll here. You had Aquaman, now you've got Shazam. We got Wonder Woman 84 coming down the road. They're now establishing a track record of their own as well. This is a glorious time to be a comic book movie fan, and it's just win after win. And I'm going to be very curious to see how this thing does at the box office. I'm going to be really curious.